Coming back at you. Deep in the Hawaiian jungle. Let's check it up. Let's do the mic check. Make sure we're sounding good because sometimes they like to mute you. Let's see here. Microphone check 1, mic check 1. Let me find this thing. Got a lot to talk about as always. Let's see if I can do a mic check. All right, I see it. Let's see. We got a mic check here. Let's check this. Yeah, there we go. We sound good. Okay. All right. We mic checked up here. Let me get that on the whoop. The mic. Okay. All right. So take that down. So first thing we're gonna do, as always, with the aloha, we're gonna check these markets. See where everything is at. I think I saw that. Yeah, a little green on the screen with equities. So we're gonna talk about all that. So let's check it up here. Let's check the markets. All right, so you got the Dow up 400. We're talking about NVIDIA. Okay. You got the VIX. The VIX pulled back a little bit, down to 23. So you got the, let's check the 10-year. 423. Pulling back a little bit. Let's check oil. Oil 94 WTI. You got ICE at 100. You got Brent ICE at 100. Okay. Still damn high, that's for sure. And then let's take a look at gold and silver is down as well. Let's look at the dollar. Let's see what the dollar is doing. What's that? Hey, aloha. What's going on? Good morning. I think you have, oh yeah, we got a lot going on today. We're gonna try to let a few people get into this room. And then we're going to try to kick this thing off here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, the dollar falling a little bit. Okay, so they're waiting on the Fed. Okay, so you got a lot of people waiting on the Fed. I think you got one more meeting before Edward gets in there. So that I gotta double check the facts on that. But I think you got another meeting before Edward gets in there, so possibly two. So yeah, the dollar pulled back a little bit. Let's check Bitcoin just for the hell of it. Bitcoin up just slightly. Okay. All right. So once again, you got to look at why the market's in a little bit of green this morning. I appreciate that, like, big homie. I appreciate that. So once again, you got to look at all the players here. You got to look at all the players. You got Iran, the U.S. You pretty much got the Saudis and Israel. So you got to look at who wants what. We ended up yesterday talking about how there is no loyalty amongst thieves. So obviously the U.S., they want to defeat Iran. They want everything to go back to the status quo. They controlling the region. They getting their petrodollars from the GCC, and for them, it's all gravy. For the Iranians, for 3 to 4 players, which is not good for the U.S., for the Iranians, they want a long-ass drug-out war. 3 to 4 players want a long drug-out war. The U.S. would like to end this thing as fast as they possibly can. What you got there? What did it say? I'm not sure if that's, I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means. Yourself. Does that mean do something bad to myself? I don't know. If it is, we'll address you in a little while. But anyways, once again, the Iranians, they want to keep Israel in check. They want the U.S. to go home crippled, and they want to be able to control that strait. Yes, sir. Israel, they want a big, long-ass, drawn-out war. They want the U.S. to go home hobbled, broke, and crippled. They want the Iranians eliminated. And for the most part, they want to be able to control that Middle East and basically tell the Saudis to do whatever they tell them to do. And as far as Saudi Arabia, they want them all to go away, including the U.S. It's just like when you're in your mother's house and you finally turn 18, you want independence from everybody. If you make a mistake, you want it to be on your own terms. So that's the situation you got to look at. And that's the reason why. See, now the U.S. knows they're getting ready to get thrown into this long, super drawn out war. Iran wants that, Israel wants that, and the Saudis want that. All three of them want that. That's why you see them on the phone begging. We need your help. For a few reasons. That's the reason why you see the market's kind of pulling back a little bit. First, they want the narrative to change out there that the world has abandoned them. They want the Tories. They want all the EU to come to the rescue. See, we got help, just like on the streets. You're on the street corner getting ready to fight, then you're ready to fight a big group of people. I can call my homies too. Then the perception changed. Also, the U.S. is going broke fighting this war. Other people's money, OPP. They down with OPP, other people's money. And the most important reason why they begging, because they know that this war is going to mean ground troops. A lot of body bags is going to be coming home. And what they want is them body bags to have UK flags on them, Spanish flags on them, Italian flags on them. They put that on the 6 o'clock news. You know, people sit back here in America and go, oh, that's sad. But when they start shipping them body bags home with American flags, that's a problem. So that's why you see the narrative out there that, oh, we got people coming to help us. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll get it straight. We got the allies coming. And ain't near ally committed Nathan yet. Another thing they're doing with this oil market. That's why you got to be real careful with this market. Because they had Casper on this morning, the friendly ghost. And of course, he can't tell the truth to save his life. So he talking about it's two things he said that was complete drag. He's talking about the U.S. is allowing Iranian ships to leave the strait, which makes absolutely no sense at all. They want that narrative out there, the perception that they controlling the strait. If you controlling the strait, why are you worried about Iranian ships? Why don't you get your ships and the allied ships out of there? But the most important thing that they're doing is they manipulating this oil market. And Casper trying to say, oh, no, we're not us manipulating. No. Hell no. See, they shorten the futures market. In other words, they placing bets for the future that the price of oil will go down, knowing good and damn well that ain't gonna happen. But they want the perception out there that all these people are buying into the fact that, hey, well, the U.S. got this under control. The price of oil is gonna come down. It's just like when you look at the Super Bowl. You had, what was it, Seattle minus the 5? Just imagine you put $100 million on the Patriots, and a whole bunch of other people start putting all this money on the Patriots. You look up, and the next thing you know, it'd be New England minus the 1. They favor. When you know good and damn well, Seattle is the better team. So right before kickoff, you take $1 billion and say, give me the Seahawks, suckers. That's why you see oil retreating slightly. And if I can see that, you can see that, I'm sure the world sees that. So you got to pay attention to all these little side maneuvers everybody got going now. Because once again, you're going to hear me say this a million times. There is no loyalty amongst thieves. Let me take that. Let me time this fool out. That he's mad that they probably get him. Okay. Let's see. Deer hunting. What is okay. I guess that little whatever in front of that is he wants me to go fuck myself. Okay, well, we'll time him out. Because he's mad that the glory days are over. We will hide him from this channel. Okay. I apologize for that, y'all, but like I told y'all, I say every day, especially on Monday morning. Oh, they coming here real angry. Because see, they thought they was gonna wake up this morning and the prayers was gonna tell them, the war is over. So that's why you had that angry individual on there right now. So I apologize for that. He's sitting at that desk, pissed off, because he know his boy is sitting there. See, they never used to seeing the word America begs. See, you look at my headline, America beg? How dare he? Let me get on this damn chat and tell him to go fuck himself. You can tell me whatever you want, big homie. You still got that 10-year above 4, and WTI is still hovering right around 95, 100, with Brent over 100. Don't blame me. Blame that buster you put in there, big homie. So once again, like I just said, you got to look at all the players in the game to see where this thing is headed. Because see, the U.S. is showing nothing but signs of desperation. The worst thing they ever could have done was let the world know that they out there basically begging for help. You will never see 100% of them petrodollars ever again. This country will never be as rich as it once was, ever. And that's why you get angry people on here on Manic Monday, calling me every name in the book. And like I say, when I see stuff like that, especially when it's like the first 1 or 2 comments, that's when I know I'm doing my job. See, they don't want you to get on here and tell the truth. See, they want you to have on rose-colored glasses and say we're kicking their butt. Because this is the first time, like everybody keeps saying, the Gulf War and that war in Iraq, they said that was basically like playing a video game. They saying basically this is the first time the U.S. has been in a serious fight in many, many decades. And now they're being exposed for not being able to keep up their end of the bargain. So you got a bunch of so-called people that live in fantasy land pissed off. Don't blame me, big homie. Once again, I'll go over it again just to give him the pimping news. Once again, Iran, they want to neutralize Israel. They want to control that strait. They want to send the U.S. back broke and hobbled. That's Iran's mission. America got one mission. Eliminate the Iranians. Get them GCC countries back in their pocket with them petrodollars and keep this party rolling. The Saudis, they want you all out of there. They want Israel crippled. They want America crippled. And they want them Iranians crippled. They want to be able to call their own shots. And Israel, they want to get rid of them Iranians. And the thing that shocks Americans out is they really think like Israel is on our side. Israel want America back home, broke, and hobbled. And that's exactly why you see your boy on that horn begging. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they try to manipulate the text, the rhetoric, demand. I think I heard Trump is demanding. That's once again, that's just like I talked about yesterday. They don't know how to treat people. Now, you saw him in the Oval Office, him and his little pit bulls on the side, the way they dogging Zelensky. You don't have the cards in this. You're looking at World War III. One of the most embarrassing moments you've ever seen in the Oval Office. You don't have the cards in this. That's what they're telling Zelensky. And you know what them so-called allies is telling the press? Them Tories, Spain, Italy, the EU. Motherfucker, you ain't got the cards in this. You don't hold the cards. We holding the cards. You over there with your ass hanging in the wind, and that's straight. They getting ready to start slanging that oil in exchange for yuans, Chinese yuans. Now you need our help. You ain't demanding Nathan. You begging. But see, they can never, ever put that narrative out there that the U.S. is begging. The world ain't stupid, man. Like my old man used to tell me when I come in there as a kid, the lion. I ain't stupid. The world ain't stupid. People ain't stupid. Everybody can see exactly what's going on here. And like I said, you got to watch that oil market because they getting desperate. So they're starting to manipulate it. They shorten the market. You heard Casper this morning. Oh, no. Rumors of manipulation? By us? The most crooked country on the planet? No. It's exactly what they're doing. Shorten the market. Betting, placing bets that it's going to go down. To change the narrative out there. Oh, what's all these put things coming in here? What's all these put sales coming in here? Oh, people shorting the market. Oh, the U.S. must be getting ready to do a breakthrough. This thing may be about to end. That's the BS they want you to believe. Knowing good and damn well that they're going to be in this thing for years. But see, out of the four players, the U.S. is the only one that benefits from a quick ending. And that's why they throwing everything at it right now but the kitchen sink. Because they know. Let me log back in here. What scared the U.S. Check CNN in a second. What scared the living hell out of the United States was when it went to 120 like that at the blink of an eye. That scared them. Them cats in Washington, D.C. said, we better figure this out and we better figure this out fast. Because you get to 120, 152 Hanya, shit, you have chaos in these streets. Let me check CNN. And like I said, the laugher for the day. How Casper gonna sit there and say, oh, we're allowing Iranian ships to come out of the strait? I mean, does that even make a little bit of sense? If you control the strait, why are you letting the enemy ships through? Why don't you get your own stuff first? That's how stupid they are. And more importantly, that's how stupid they think you are. And you look at the markets, some people believe in that. Well, they said it, so it must be true. And that's the only reason why oil WTI ain't got over 100 right now. The reason why it's not over 100 for that very reason. Let me check the headlines here. That's why you got to watch everything when it comes to this market. Trump decries allies who rebuffed his calls for help in the Strait of Hormuz. That's what I told you. I just got done telling you. They on the phone with him saying, you remember what you did to Zelensky in the Oval Office? Remember what you told him? You ain't got the cards. You ain't got the cards, motherfucker. Click. And they sitting around that Oval Office with their jaw on the ground. Because they ain't never been treated like this. Like I said, the U.S. did a psych job on itself and its entire population in 91, and I believe it was 2003 over in the Middle East, the way they ran through Saddam and them. And they ran through Iraq. Oh, yeah. What is this on the screen? Let me take that thing off. Make sure this chat's still working. I had an idiot on here this morning. He's at his desk pissed off. Maybe they gave him the pimping news. The bad thing for the U.S., and that's why they told him not to go over there, because they was in a catch-22. The only way the U.S. was going to win this war was to end it quickly. And that was that weekend that they kept talking about, you know, that weekend at Bernie's. Well, we'll be back on Monday. They should have tried to end it then, but that would have meant just obliterating Iran. And that would have looked really, really bad to the world stage. Real bad. Troop morale would have went down. It would have just been all bad. That's why they didn't do it in a weekend. Now they got to try to figure it out for the long haul. You in it, big homie. But see, I credit these so-called allies. Because they see, I mean, we ain't getting drawn. We're not falling for that. Like I was saying yesterday, you have to be a fool to fall for that. So you mean to tell me what they're telling that monkey is at 1,600? They said, let me tell you something, motherfucker. So you mean to tell me you want me to come all the way over there? You want me to bring my squad all the way over there, risk our lives, risk our livelihood to bail you out of this, and then when the Strait is open up, everything goes back to GC. All the GCC dollars is going back to petrodollars, going back in your pocket. And you say, oh, well, thanks. If y'all ever need, you ever need anything, call us. Knowing good and damn well if that happens, it's going to be all kind of strings and stipulations attached. The world is not stupid. Oh, he's shocked. He can't believe that he can't pick up that phone and the homies won't come save him. I told you a week ago. Everybody got their eye on the championship now. Man, why should we help you when we can be champ? And the U.S. go, oh, shit, people, they actually thinking for themselves now. Well, what the hell do we do here? You ain't never been in this situation. You've been going over these little ass countries all these years, smacking them people around for no damn reason at all. Like I said, they run the same drag every generation. Oh, if we can just get rid of damn Saddam, the world would be fine. That's exactly what they told you. Saddam been dead, I don't know. I lost count, 15 years, something like that. Now, if we can just get rid of the Iranians, the world will be, it's all drag, man. And everybody sees it. Everybody gonna send they soldiers out to fight this dirty, ugly ass ground war. And the reason why this ground war gonna be ugly as hell is because, like I just told you, 3 of the 4 players want that. There is no loyalty amongst thieves. So you got to take what you see in this market now. You got to be able to sift through the BS. Because now they're starting to manipulate it. They shorten it. And that is the biggest sign of desperation. Let's short it, man. We got to short this market. If we don't short the market, big homie, this motherfucker could go to 300. That's what they're sitting here saying. We got to change the narrative. And see, the U.S. is playing a very, very, very dangerous game. They already released all them reserves, thinking that that's going to bring it down. That'll bring it down. Oh, that didn't work. Fucking call him. What's up, Big Pimpin'? What's up, Vladimir? Yeah, man, I'm going to remove the sanctions, big homie. What? Yeah, man. You can slang. You can slang with it too. In whatever hood you want to slang, and you can go ahead and slang that oil, man. That didn't help. You still hover right around 100. So now they say, okay, we gotta come real strong now, big homie. We gotta manipulate this thing. And if that don't work, which in the long run it's not, what they're trying to do is manipulate the market, bring it down. Okay, then maybe we can end this thing real fast and get the hell out of here, which is fantasy land. Your boys is running out of options, man. That's why they begging. Thing saying, oh, that's just okay. I want to make sure that thing. I might have to send myself to bring it up. Hold on. But sometimes I can't see the thing, man. Let me send a message so that I know that the thing is moving up. Like I said, the big thing right now is you got 3 of the 4 that want a long aloha. Okay, let me make sure my thing is working on here. Okay, all right. So we back. The chat is right again. Okay. Yeah, like I said, sometimes the chat get kind of messed up. You get them people that, they're at that desk on Monday morning and they like looking for any. You got any good news? Any good news about us going back to the way things were? Where we can, just shit on the world and walk around with our Sadidie. Anybody got anything? And then they look up and they get that notification. Oh no, he's back on again. So let me go in here because I'm pissed off and tell him to go F himself. Yeah. So I had to remove a little comment, y'all, because we had somebody that's pissed off at their desk this morning. That they woke up this morning and they had a dream that the US went back to normal. So they hit CNN and it says, hell no. It then got worse. So that's basically the top story. This fool begging for help. I appreciate that like, big homie. Begging for help. It's embarrassing and it's scary. You got the whole planet saying, okay, how can we work it to where we benefit from all of this? And you hear the narrative out there, do not jump into bed with them. He's gonna try to run that drag. Well, you need this oil more than the US. Everybody needs it, you monkey. You will never see them them petrodollars from them GCC countries like you saw before. You'll never see 100% of that money again. Now they got to figure out how they're going to fight this war for the long haul. And that's why he on the horn. Because he sure in the hell can't have little Johnny from the middle of the breadbasket, Kansas. Hell no. Yeah, it sure the hell can't have him going over there fighting this war and getting sent home in a body bag. Oh, this country have a fit. So they figure, well, send one of them Tories over there from the UK. Send one of the Spanish over there, one of my Italians over there. Their life is not as precious as ours. Can you help us out? I told you, the world is 360 degrees. The way they did Zelensky, they didn't have to do him like that. That was a setup. If I ain't never seen one, trying to show they might. You don't have a car. You flirting with World War III. Let me tell you something. You come up in here, you don't have a shirt and tie on. Yo, UK. We go way back, big homie. You think you can help the homie out? You don't have the cards. You ain't running Nathan in this motherfucker. You don't have the cards. We'll decide if we're gonna help you out or not. Click. He feel this big. So you're going to have one or two things that's getting ready to happen. They got to fight this ground war somehow. So they're going to send your sons and daughters over there because the rest of the world ain't fools. The rest of the world is not stupid. And the second option, they ain't going to do. And that's to bring their ass up out of there. Because money is their God. That's why they told his monkey ass, don't go over there. And then you see headlines like the U.S. is considering rebombing Karg Island just for the fun of it. That's the kind of leader you got. You $100 trillion in debt, so you're going to drop more bombs. Well, just waste more money just for the fun of it. Even if that's what you thought, why in the hell would you come on international TV and international news outlets and say that? The same way it sounds stupid as hell that Casper the Friendly Ghost going to sit there and say, oh, we're... And like I said, I keep wondering why they got the Secretary of the Treasury. This monkey is supposed to be about the money in this country, the cheddar. Where the hell is Jack Daniels? He's the one that's supposed to be telling you all this. Oh, we're letting Iranian ships out of the strait. Because they know that half of MAGA, they supporters, their brain ain't as big as a peanut. They wake up and go, oh, okay, well, Scott Bessett said we're running the show. Okay, well, I'm not going to look. I'm American. We're fine. I don't need to pay attention to anything. We're American. They said it. The administration said it's okay. I'm a Republican. They're a Republican. It must be fine then. To his ass go to the damn gas station and gas is $10 a gallon. And then you're going to say, what the fuck? I thought we was okay. You thought wrong. I appreciate that like, big homie. You in it now. The U.S. just exposed themselves. Might as well ran down the damn street naked on the damn phone, begging. When you've been touting that you the biggest, baddest motherfuckers this side of Pluto. What's good with your full moon? We see you. Aloha. Aloha. So that is that's where you at right now. And that's the only reason why. Let's check the numbers. Let me check the whoop here. Let me check these numbers. And see, like I said, you got some people that either believe it or they don't want to get caught slipping just in case a miracle happens. And that's the reason why you see the Dow up 400. And do not discount the fact that you see they manipulating the oil market. Don't discount the fact that when I say they, the administration is manipulating the equities markets as well because they're desperate now. Desperate people do desperate things. Let's check the 10-year. 422. Oil at 93. Silver's on the upside. Gold is on the downside. So they're trying to find a place that's somewhat safe until, because right now the waiting game is anybody gonna take this motherfucker's call? He calling the world. Can you help? Can you help? Can you help? Because right now he figured, okay, well y'all can laugh at me later, but I gotta stop this thing from completely collapsing. We obviously ain't gonna be able to finish up this thing in a weekend, ha ha ha. Not 2 weeks, not 2 months. Maybe we can get out of this thing in 2 years, but we're gonna need y'all help. So whatever leverage they got over some of these countries, that's why you heard their headline earlier. Trump demands allies help out in the strait. Just like when you were a kid and your mother and father getting in your ass and you try to fire back. The first thing they say, hold on. You know who you talking to? Before they go up one side your ass and down the other, they hold on. You better watch your mouth. You know who you talking to? He gonna call up demanding. That's exactly what they told his monkey. Do you see you? I'm looking at the news right now. You over there getting your ass handed to you. You better take that bass out your voice. I'm sorry. I'm a little stressed. What it is you ain't never been under this kind of pressure. Because like I said, the world, especially the United States, got fooled into thinking that this military we can just run over anybody at any time. We can run over anybody at any damn time. The last 2 wars we fought, that was like playing Nintendo. Now, then it ran up against a competitor. See, asymmetric, then came asymmetric on them. See, don't listen to me. Why the hell he calling up his friends if he got it all under control? And just to go to show you, you cannot believe anything. He just got done saying the war was almost complete. Oh, they're getting ready to surrender. Then why the hell are you calling the world for help? What they say makes no sense at all. That's why you can't listen to them. That's why you got to put 2 and 2 together, because they also fighting a war against the American population with perception. The last thing they want is what's going on. You got podcasters out there like me and every other cat out there telling thousands, if not millions of people, no, don't fall for that. And so you get people that like to come on here and try to act like you and try to paint you as anti-American. If anything, this is pro-American, because we telling you the damn truth. That administration is anti-American because they lying to your damn face. And like I keep saying, and like I say when this whole thing first started, man, at the end of the day, they got their money. In 36 months, that monkey will have his billions of dollars down at the beach at Mar-a-Lago, suntanning. While you and I sitting here wondering, how am I going to pay for this gas? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Am I safe? Can I go to the supermarket? Who is that over there staring at us? Is that a terrorist? I don't know. We the ones that's going to pay the price for all they lying. So you damn right. I'm going to call it like I see it. Like I said, I'm not giving any advice. I'm just giving you my opinion on how I see things going down. It's about to get ugly over there, because you got too many people eyeing that black gold. You got too many nations eyeing that ism. What they say? I think the Oscars was last night. They said they had over 1,000 police officers out there. I mean, hell, you don't get something. You don't get that when there's a full-fledged riot going on. All because everybody now gotta go. Oh, okay. No, who's that? Who's that on that rooftop? No. Oh, okay. Well, who's that? Oh yeah. See, that's why old boy gets on here pissed off earlier, telling me to go fuck myself. Because see, he wants it back to the days of, the Clark Gable Oscars, the Gene Hackman Oscars, shit like that, where we all on the red carpet chilling and and you know, you got one or two security guards around. We don't need any damn police. What's the Oscars? I mean, this is one of the safest places on the planet. They don't want to live in a world like that. Nobody does. And the reason why I don't feel sorry for him is because your monkey ass put him in there. And you mad at me because of your decision. Because he's still on here. Of course he's still on here. Like I said, you get some cats, they got me on alarm clock, notification, everything. Oh, he's on. Get my ass on there. Oh, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'll eat later. I'll put it in the microwave. Don't worry about it. He's on. And I've been waiting all night to tell that black motherfucker to go fuck himself. Here's my chance. Boom. So I hope that made you feel better. But the problem, big homie, is the 10-year is still at 422, which is better than 428. Shoot. Oil's at 93. Check it again. Which is better than 120. You had a little bit of activity over in the equity markets. Great. But now we're in the next waiting game. Are the allies gonna come and help out your monkey ass or not? Two things that didn't scare me. When it went to 120 on them, just like that. And the word on the street is that, yeah, they about to start slanging this oil in yuans. You mean to tell me my God is at risk? The dollar? The thing that I pray to every night, the thing that I have framed on my walls, my precious US dollar could be at risk. The thing that gives me the ability to treat the world and half my citizens like crap is at risk. And not only is that at risk, you mean to tell me I may actually get retaliated on? Why you think they're doing desperate stuff like he called Casper out of that damn interview? And for those that don't know, I'm talking about Scott Besson. We call him Casper the Friendly Ghost because when that motherfucker got off of that interview and came back in, he looked like he saw a damn ghost. Hour. My son, the president, is hour. Who is this? There you go. Because the real God is not money. There you go. And that's the reason why we're losing this war. There you go. But at 1600, once again, don't listen to me. Look at your own eyes. Go Google President Trump's. I'm not talking about from the first term, that janky ass term. I'm talking about this term. Look at what he did with the Oval Office. You would think it's so much gold in there, you would thought a damn rapper was president. You got it blinged out. Google a picture of the Oval Office. Oval Office gold. Google that. If you don't think money is the God at 1600, that's why they done came desperate on you. And they knowing good and damn well they manipulating these markets, that oil market. That strait is just as fucked up as it was when this thing pretty much started, if not more. So why else is oil? Why else would oil be coming down? You got some cats, sure, that's betting on the whoop, and they don't want to be caught left out hanging. But the majority of that, man, they shorten this market like too short. They shorten it, big homie. They're doing everything in their power to short this market, to try to change their perception, like I said. For those that weren't on here earlier, it's just like the Super Bowl. Everybody knows Seattle was the better team, obviously. But how do you manipulate the spread? Started off, I think it was Seattle minus the 5. So let's get a whole bunch of people together. We're going to put 100 million on New England. Vegas going to say, what the hell? I don't know, something going on. We got to change the spread. Maybe now it's New England minus the 1. And then right before kickoff, give me $1 billion on Seattle because I know that's exactly who's going to win. That's how they manipulate you. That's all they know how to do is play with money because that's their guy. If we were so great and so cool and everybody buddy, he wouldn't have to be on that horn begging. Don't listen to me. Look at people's actions. He just told you the war was over. Where's Jack Daniels? Why in the hell is Casper the Friendly Ghost out there talking about war strategy? And he's supposed to be looking over your cheddar. And that's got to be the weakest. I ain't never seen somebody so weak. Casper is worth over $1 billion, and he hopping around like he's some damn runaway slave for Trump. It's embarrassing. And see, another thing the U.S. got to realize, and once again, this is where the chickens is coming home to roost. Well, I said earlier, you got to treat everybody nice. See, these so-called allies, they're not fools. They're not going to get their sons and daughters killed to preserve your dollar. But also, they laughing their asses off. See, you have a political, economic aspect of this, but you also have a human aspect of this. They sitting back saying, damn, it's like I said yesterday, I've been waiting on this movie for it reminds me of when Snoop's first album first came out. Remember they kept pushing the motherfucker back, pushing it back. Remember for all the old school cats out there on the cover of The Source, the most anticipated album in hip hop history. This monkey first, he got to go to jail. Is he going to go to jail? No, he's not going to go to jail. Push it back again. By the time it came out, we had already heard all of it on the underground. Same thing going on here, big homie. You're going to be in a long, nasty, bloody ass war over there. Because 3 of the 4 players want it that way. Oh yeah, they're like when it first came on, it looked like it was Israel and the United States versus Iran. That was the marketing. That's a good one. That'll get everybody tuned in. If you believe that's the game, I got several bridges to sell you. All the motherfuckers is against each other over there. Every last one of them. And like I said, we ain't even talked about the Chinese and the Ruskies. Like I said, this is just a JV game. This is just the opening act. We ain't got to the headliners yet. And that's the reason why he on the horn begging. That's exactly the reason why he on the horn begging. Because he hope he never has to face the varsity. But you have to face him, big homie, directly or indirectly. I'm going to be here to the close for sure. Dial up for. You got a 23 VIX. 422 on the 10-year. Oil at 93. So once again, it looks like you're kind of hovering. Waiting to see if somebody's going to take this monkey's call. waiting to see if this market manipulation is going to work. Because the big risk is, see, if it really hits the fan, then people are going to say, all right, well, that market manipulation didn't work. Releasing the reserves didn't work. Man, they're pretty much out of distractions and options. Take this motherfucker up to 170. Let's take it all the way to 200. Their biggest fear. That why you think you don't see nothing from like J.D. Vance? Do we even have a damn vice president anymore? Now in the Oval Office, he thought he was, Sonny Corleone. You come in here disrespecting this Oval Office without a shirt and a tie. When Zelensky's telling you, monkeys, I'm at war. I'm not gonna get all dressed up like a businessman. I'm at war. My country's at stake. And then you're gonna have that monkey. Who was that? That damn reporter. Well, why don't you wear a shirt and tie to the Oval Office? See, that's why you getting hung up on right now. Allies. Every ally is conditional. Yup. If the juice is worth the squeeze, then yeah. If not, no. Yup. You exactly right. Who is that ball striker? Bandito. 007. There you go. Shit, we got Bond up in here, big homie. You damn right. It's all conditional. But see, what the U.S. ain't used to is them conditions working two ways. They used to picking up the horn. Now you're going to do this, that, and the other. If you want us to do this. They're not used to somebody saying, motherfucker, well, if you want me to do this, you going to do this, that, and the other. Excuse me? Like I just told you, you don't hold no cards. You can't even find your vice president. Like I was saying, J.D. Vance sitting over there like Sonny Corleone, going dog Zelensky on international TV. Like, they ain't have to do that cat like that. I don't care if they liked him or not, whatever. Because, and I'm going to keep on this, and you ain't going to never hear me stop saying it. Because if that was Obama, see, look at him. Look at him. He's treating it like a damn pool hall in the ghetto. The Oval Office, I don't care if it's our worst enemy. You're not supposed to conduct business like that in the Oval Office. See, they're all angry. That's what they want to be able to say. Let me make sure to chat. Like I said, on my chat, sometimes it gets stuck. All right, we good. Look at him. Oh yeah, he talks smooth and all that, but at the end of the day, at their core, you see how they are. Had to let Obama and Joe Biden show their ass like that up in that Oval Office. I mean, you go back and look at that tape. You go back and look at that tape. That freaking fool all leaned over like this. Unpresidential. You don't hold no cards up in here. You're flirting with World War III. And look who got your ass in the World War III. Right smack dab in the middle of it. But they want to get on here and dog me. And tell me to go fuck myself and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up, all that blah, blah, blah. Like I said, big homie, I'm not the one that's got oil at 93. And like I said, they got a real big problem. Because now, like everybody now, every little body is starting to kind of pay attention. See, they thought they was going to take their ass over there, pimp slap them, come back home, and as dumb as this damn population is in America. Well, we was at war? Oh, yeah, I heard something about that. I heard something about going over to Iran. Yeah. Oh, they finished. They took care of business. Okay, that's what this country used to. But now it's like, yeah, big homie, I've been hearing about this thing, and I hear we kind of losing this thing. And then it's starting to say, oh, it's into my 401k now. And even if you, well, some broke fool out there, even if you absolutely broke, it's like, oh, I still got to get gas. What's going on here? Oh, okay. That's what they didn't want. The average Tom, Dick, and Hank to be paying attention. No, they don't want that. That's why you get that comment on here earlier from somebody that just got the pimping news on their job, I guess. Oh, the hell with him. Yeah, everybody paying attention now. I appreciate that like, big homie. Oh, yeah. Everybody paying attention now. You know, that basketball ain't worth a damn. Ain't nobody watching ain't gonna be watching no damn playoffs or nothing. This ain't football season. You can't distract no more. This is like I keep saying. I know Netflix and Hulu. I know they mad as hell. I appreciate that like, big homie. I know Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, and all that shit. I know they mad as hell. They said, motherfucker, we losing subscriptions like by the second because we all tune into this because this is free. And this means my livelihood. The last thing they wanted, 3 of the 4 players want a long ass, drawn out war. I'm going to keep going over it because you get people that's coming in and out of the room. The Iranians want the U.S. broker than they already are. They want them hobbled. Take your ass back. Take your ass back to Washington. We're gonna neutralize. We're gonna humble Israel. See, Israel. You thought your little partner was gonna come over here and do something. Sent their ass back broke. What you gonna do? Israel gonna say we ain't gonna do a damn thing. They gonna say, motherfucker, I know. Now let me get over here and get over here and manage this straight for you monkeys, because we run all this now, big homie. What's Israel saying? The ones that you thought was your friend. They saying, I'll put it to you in regular terms when it comes to Israel and Saudi Arabia. You got, we'll use a basket. We'll use the NBA example. The Lakers, they just ran through the West. We swept everybody. We at home relaxing. What they want in the Eastern Conference is they want the Cavs and the Celtics to kill themselves. Because when we meet in the finals, y'all going to be hobbled and everything else. They look to China and Russia. When you say they always have. When you say they, give me who the they is. They want Iran and the U.S. to slaughter themselves. Make it go as long as they possibly can. Sure, but in the little square I'm doing here with the 4 countries, yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, you get it. We still on Thursday. We at the JV level. You going into Friday nights live. You talking about the varsity. You taking it a step further. They're hoping that we never get to that point where the Chinese and the Russians is in there. But yeah, you're exactly right. But that's all going to change when all this start getting slung in yuans. Because Israel's goal is to control the Middle East. See, a lot of people, when this first started, they thought Israel was just going to back the U.S. and save the U.S.'s situation with the GCC so they can keep getting their petrodollars. Hell no, Israel's sitting back saying, we want you all hobbled. And then we'll control the Saudis. That's what Israel is saying. Israel has always done business with who they want. In the days of yesteryear, yes. But after all this goes down, Like I said, you got to see which four of these players are going to come out on top. That's why they're calling it a new world order. Yeah, that's just what I was getting ready to mention. With Saudi Arabia, the only power left that makes Israel the most strongest power, which makes Israel the most strongest power in the Middle East. Well, Saudi Arabia's goal is to get you all out of there. Like I said, there's no loyalty out there. They all thieves. There's no loyalty amongst thieves. Saudi Arabia want Israel hobbled. Of course, they want Iran eliminated. They want y'all to take y'all monkey asses home. So they have independence. If they want to work with Israel, that's their choice. If they want to work with China, that's their choice. Not being dictated to and lied to. Moving it too fast. Maybe after the investment time runs out. It's got too much invested. I missed the first part. It went down. I missed a part of it, big homie. So I apologize if I can't comment completely on it because it bumped up on me. The main thing you got to remember about the Middle East, nobody's loyal to anyone. They loyal to one thing over there. I appreciate that like, big homie. They loyal to one thing over there, that black gold. If you understand that there is no loyalty amongst thieves, this whole thing will completely make sense to you. And the allies, I think my man was pointing out, they down with them, such and such is down with them, blah, 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 blah. All of that may have been true in the past, but this is about to be a new world order. You don't know who gonna ally with who. Invested trillions in the United States. The trillions. That's why you think we're the richest country on the planet, because of the Saudis. And that's the reason why America is doing everything in its power to take everything back to the status quo. You got that janky ass administration at 1600, and you got these MAGA supporters. All they want is for things to go back to the way they were 3 weeks ago. We're getting our petrodollars. We still perceive, I appreciate that like, big homie. We still perceived as the biggest, baddest motherfuckers on the planet, and we can live happily ever after as long as we got that perception. I've been studying this since I was in the 10th grade. Well, how old are you? Because I don't know how old you are. Maybe you're in the 11th grade. I don't know. How old are you? But they also looking to replace China and Europe as a major trading partner. And well, as far as China goes, as of right now, like I said, you jumping ahead, big homie. You talking about diversity. Right now, China is holding all the cards because they're talking about whoever gets the GCC's paper wins. And the only country that you've heard so far that they're going to exchange that oil for is Chinese yuan. So as of right now, China is winning everything. You've heard it since the 10th grade. China can defeat the U.S. without firing one shot. 51. Okay, so basically, yeah, you about my age. What's good with you, big dog? We see you. We see you, chill, Steve 28. We see you. But see, who is that? Captain USA. But the thing is, and like I've been saying for the last 2 weeks, all the history books about to get rewritten. because you're in uncharted waters now, big homie. All that stuff that we've been studying since the 10th grade, like I said, you're about my age. I'm a few years older than you. That's it. You see them textbooks? New chapter. It's all getting ready to change. So who wants what? Who's loyal to who? Who's always been this? I take all of that with a grain of salt. Saudi has no limits to their spending. But that's a fallacy on their part, because war and destruction has a way of changing. That's what just got done saying. Sure, they ain't got no limits on their spending as long as everything was the way it was 3 weeks ago. Sure. Oh yeah, there's no limits there. Sure. But this ain't 3 weeks ago. I appreciate that like, big homie. This ain't 3 weeks ago. This is today. So I feel you. Let me check these markets. Let me see something here. What's good with you, King? Yes, definitely a new chapter. It is. It is. And it's good that you studied the past, because this new chapter gonna make a hell of a lot of sense to the people that have been studying the past. The people that have no clue out there, they're gonna wake up and go, huh, what the hell? What? I need to know Chinese to get a bank account? What? How? Where the hell I've been sleeping? So I completely agree with you, man. We in a new world order, a new chapter. And that's the reason why that dumb monkey should have never went over there. You trying to fight a war at $1 billion a day, and you $1 trillion in the damn, you $100 trillion in the damn hole. I appreciate it, big homie. I appreciate the like, for sure. So now you're in that waiting game. What's it, 9:30? Let me check the ISL. 390 on the dial. I've been looking at this damn war so much. There's something going on with NVIDIA. I got to check out the 10-year 422. Like I said, it ain't 428, but until you get me below 4%, you got to do better than that. Oil at 93. Now they're running. Gold and silver's down. Yeah, they retreating from that dollar. They looking for something else. And you got your boy Casper lying his ass off about that market manipulation with that oil. They shorten that market like you won't believe, doing anything to change the perception that oil is going up. They say, I don't give a damn what you do. That's why he called this monkey ass out of that damn interview. I don't know what he told him, but he said, whatever you do, do not give the perception that oil is getting ready to go up. Because they know that's all the hell people care about in this country, is the price of damn gas. They know at the end of the day, you're going to say, I don't give a damn. Watching from San Diego at 12:30 now. Oh, okay. I see you. Chill Steve said, yeah, things are about to change in a bad way. Right before our very eyes, big homie, they changing. And it's all bad. But we in this waiting game. Like I said, I keep all options open because you don't know what scandalous tricks the U.S. got up their sleeve. You don't know what they're threatening these allies with. Right now, they're getting the phone hung up on them. So they're gonna have to play another desperation card. What that card is, I have no idea. But when you're dealing with a scandalous administration like that, with scandalous characters like that, no telling what ace they got up their sleeve. But I know one thing. It's all bad for the simple fact 3 of them 4 players want a long-ass drug-out war, which is all bad for the U.S. See, it's not now it's starting to hit Orange Man bad that you the damn president. Oh, it's all fun and fucking games when you're getting up there at them rallies and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. And I think they said this monkey, was it this weekend, down at Mar-a-Lago golfing. You got the world economy in the palm of your hands, and you talking about Ford. And that's why you know they're gonna do something wicked. That's why you know they're manipulating that damn oil market. You know they're doing it. Yeah, golfing. The cat that y'all put in there, you MAGA supporters out there. I know there's a few of y'all out there that's watching this, or you'll be watching it later. So you can sit back and go, look at all these people. They're just anti-American. Ain't nobody damn anti-American. I'm anti being broke. I'm anti being dead. So now you're in this waiting game, man. Yay, MAGA. Okay. Yeah. Well, HM Hug, all I can do is tell you this. You can get on here and yay MAGA all the hell you want. You ain't yay MAGA when your ass go to that damn gas pump. I know that. I mean, you can try to front all you want on this damn computer. See, he's one of them that, we gave him a mandate. He's one of them. See, he wants things to go back to the way they was 3 weeks ago. See, where they can look down their nose at everybody because they hiding the fact that we're $100 trillion in debt because the GCC is still investing these petrodollars. See, like I said, you find this person on at the midterms when the Republicans get their asses handed to them, he won't be yay MAGA and then MAGA. That's the thing. That's like disco music, big homie. That's the thing of yesteryear. And he don't even believe it himself. Every time he wake up, he said, why the hell did I put his dumb ass in office? That's exactly what you're saying. You getting your allies hanging up in your face. They're about to start slanging that oil in Chinese yuan. Or if they do still slang it in petrodollars, you'll never see 100% of that money again. But once again, like I told y'all, like I've been telling you for the last 2 weeks, don't listen to what these damn people say. They'll say and they'll type anything because they survive off of changing the narrative, changing the perception. Like I told you 10 minutes ago, like my parents used to tell me, people aren't stupid. Jason, people not stupid. Why are you coming in here forming your lips? If my mother used to say, don't form your lips to tell that lie. You can tell, yay, MAGA. You can tell by the way he wrote that he don't believe that bullshit. Because if MAGA was so bad, why has he got to call the EU for help? See, America loved it for all these generations where they didn't have to really fight a real war. They could just sit back like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And what the hell was the name of that? What the hell was the name of that documentary? Where it was him, Lou Ferrigno, and all them fools out there. They was talking. They was all bodybuilt. What was the name of that damn documentary? It's slipping my mind. See, the U.S. just like to flex. Look at that. Boom. You bet not run up in here. Just like Suge Knight. Y'all saw all old school cats out there that paid attention back in the day. Y'all saw when Suge got his ass knocked out in front of that club by that little dude. Yeah, because his whole perception was all about I'm bigger, bad, I'm big, bad. As soon as he got into it, what happened? It's the same way when they sends his ass to prison for all them years. You pull up like, don't listen to me. Pull up the tape. What's the first thing Big Bag Suge did? Play like he was. Oh, I'm having a heart attack in here. Oh yeah. So you can yay MAGA and all that all you want. I'm not stupid. The world's not stupid, and the other people in this chat is not stupid. You out on some island somewhere yelling, yay, MAGA, and you're the only motherfucker over there. People saying this fool got us in World War III, and you still yelling, yay, MAGA. See, that's somebody who's still living in their mommy's basement. See, they still walking through life with blinders on, see. He's probably one of them that voted for the first time and it felt good. I voted, my candidate won. Well, I don't give a damn about the price of oil and all that. My parents, I live in my mommy's basement. As long as I take out the damn trash, that's the only worries I have in my life. That's why you can't listen to these fools. Only a fool would put somebody in office that would take you into World War III. And like I said, even if he took us into World War III and won, people would say, well, at least we won. You got us in World War III broke, losing. And you got somebody on here, yay, MAGA. You know what that sound like? That sound like the middle of the third quarter in the Super Bowl. Y'all remember when New England, when New England was running scared, they couldn't do nothing. And you still have some Patriot fans going, yay! But this is the team of Tom Brady. Shut up. And get your ass into present day reality. See, they that night, well, I don't know, was it a year and a half ago? The night he won that second election, for some of these, especially these racist ass people on the right, that was the greatest night of their life. They thought they was going to be able to go around with that sedity ass attitude again, putting people in check, dogging minorities. We're going to kick the Mexicans out. We're not going to give no brothers no chance for Nathan. And we're going to look down our nose at everybody for another 4 years. That's what they thought. The yay MAGAs. Now we right smack dab in the middle of World War III, broke. No friends, no allies. About to be working with Chinese yuans. 3 of the 4 players in this war wanted to be long, drug out, and bloody. The last thing the U.S. wants. And you got some idiot on here talking about, yay, MAGA. Make America great again. You better hope there is still a country called America by the time we're done with this. You be wearing a damn hat that says make China great again. You keep on the course you going because you can only manipulate that market for so long, that oil market, for so long. Once again, they're doing all of this broke. Stop believing the U.S. is some big balling ass country. The U.S. is broke. And their primary source of income is cut off. And it's possibly cut off forever. And you got somebody on here yelling, yay, MAGA. That's how I know this fool is young. Hell, if I still lived in my mother's basement and all the hell I had to do all day long was take out the trash, I'd be yelling, yay, MAGA too. But this the real world, big homie. The Saudis want you all out of there. They hope you slice and dice and use every damn dollar you got, from Israel to Iran to the U.S. See, that's the thing that's been the most enlightening to people. Everybody thought, well, Saudi Arabia and Israel, they are friends, right? There is no loyalty amongst thieves. If you understand that, you'll understand what's going on out there. Just like this little MAGA supporter. You really think he gives a damn about this country? Hell no. You think he gives a damn about MAGA? Hell no. What he wants is to be able to walk around with a sedity-ass attitude and be able to dog a certain group of people in this country and throughout the world. If the Democrats told him he could do that, he'd become a Democrat. He said, I'm sick of this red hat. I'm going with the Dems because they say I can be an asshole anytime I want. And that's what you got going on out here. Anybody that would get up there and yell, yay, MAGA. And like I said, I'm gonna leave his little comment up there, so the whole room can laugh at him. Anybody in this scenario with oil at damn near $100 a barrel, and you don't hear yelling, yay, MAGA, like y'all winning. That's like sitting in the bar on Super Bowl Sunday and you getting your ass kicked 30-0 and you still yelling, yay, Patriots. People gonna say, die hard, huh? Not young, just happy, acting dumb respectfully. Maybe. Like I said, maybe. I don't know. I don't know half these cats that get on here, man. All I know is anybody that yells yay MAGA in this situation, like I said, I would give you credit, big homie. I said, okay, well, he doing the damn thing. If we was over there, if gas was still at, or oil was still at 67, if the VIX was at a 15 or a 16, if the 10-year was at 3 point something, I said, oh yeah, okay. Like I said, whether you believe me or not, red-blooded American, I'm born right here. I pay my taxes right here. If we kicking ass and winning, I'm gonna call it like that. Like I said, I can still remember how scared we was, because America hadn't been in a war for a long time when I was in college, when the Gulf War started. We were scared as hell, because all we ever heard of was some damn Viet. We thought niggas gonna get drafted to Vietnam and all that. I can still remember walking into the Commons, seeing the homies looking at the screen, saying we fucking them up. We was high-fiving each other. Yeah, we getting in that ass. So you can save the anti-American talk about me, big homie. I'm just calling it like I see it. Yeah, when America is kicking ass, I have no problem high-fiving. But you getting your ass kicked over there. And that's why you on the horn. Begging. And that's the reason why I made the graphic the way I made it today. To tell the damn truth. You can read the rhetoric about, oh, well, he's demanding my ass. How you gonna be demanding? What's the saying? Beggars can't be choosers. You need their help. You can try to spin it around where you need me and you need the oil as much as we do and all. Orange Man Bad, you ain't demanding Nathan from nobody. Because just like you told Zelensky, you ain't got the cards. Oh yeah, now they all in hiding. Like I said, I ain't seen nothing from no damn JD Vance. I ain't seen nothing. Where the hell is Stephen damn Miller? The most, see, a lot of people don't even know who that is. The most ruthless of them all. He's the one that made me believe in time travel. I didn't believe in time travel till I started watching that motherfucker. I said, if that motherfucker ain't part of the Nazi party and then made his way into 2026, I don't know what is. The most ruthless of them all. And see, Trump keep that little pit bull hidden, see. He bring him out every now and then. That's why I be asking people, you know who Stephen Miller is? No, I know all Rubio. I know all the other. Who is Steve? Oh, he keep that little dragon hidden in that damn dungeon there. He bring him out every now and then. He was in the Zelensky deal. Oh yeah. He wasn't gonna miss that. You don't see him. I will give Marco Rubio a little bit of credit. I mean, as much as I don't like Marco Rubio, he seems like the only motherfucker in that cabinet that's got his head on straight. He seems like he's the only one not kissing the president's ass, even though, you know, I take that with a grain of salt. The way in Trump's first term during the debates, little Marco dogging his ass up there in front of the world. But hey, okay, like I said, I'm not a politician. Marco played it cool. Now he's Secretary of State in a really good position to possibly, and I hope this never happens, but he in the best position of all to be president out of all them fools. That's why if you notice Marco Rubio, he real careful about how much ass he kissed in public. He the only one that somewhat talks somewhat with some sense. I will give him that. The rest of them, gangsters. The rest of them trying to be like La Cosa Nostra, the way they did Zelensky up in there like that. You notice, you go back to that Zelensky tape. Marco didn't say Nathan. He said, you motherfuckers will never be able to hold this against me the rest of my days and the rest of my children's days and the rest of my grandchildren's days. That was one situation Marco was smart in. He didn't say Nathan. That dumbass JD Vance, when he tries to run in 28, they're going to be playing that clip over and over and over and over. Do you want somebody this unhinged running this country again? Sitting there with his damn legs all spread open like he had a damn pool hall on a Sunday afternoon watching the game. And you come into here and you whoop-de-whoop and you whoop-de-whoop and you gonna talk down there about, you gonna tell us what's gonna happen. And Zelensky tried to tell you. They didn't want to hear it that day either. Zelensky told them. The wrath is gonna come down on you too if you're not careful. Oh, the press didn't like hearing that. They never like hearing that. They never like hearing about themselves. And that's the reason why he on the phone begging. Click. On the phone, you remember, you get that little, when somebody calling on a three-way, beep. You know what, instead of telling that monkey to hold on, I say, I'll call you back, man. Done lost all respect throughout the world. Because of the way they've been treating people all these years. So once again, it's not complicated. It's not complicated at all. Check these markets. But you gotta watch. You gotta watch how they starting to manipulate everything. You gotta watch them when they start getting desperate. Just like they say in the headline right here. Oil fell below 95. Why? Why would oil be falling? The strait ain't open. I'm here. I guess they let a boat here. There's 3,000 boats in there. Some Chinese can get through. Some people can get through. Whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. But for all intents and purposes, that strait is closed. So why is oil falling? Because they're manipulating the market. That's why it's falling. They want all the so-called MAGA podcasts out there. Go type in pro MAGA something. I guarantee you got some monkey on there talking about, see, we're bringing it down. Things are going to go back to the way they were. Don't worry. We'll get our petrol dollars back, and we'll be able to be mean to all the damn minorities, and we can act like assholes again. We're bringing it down, knowing good and damn well the only reason why that oil market is coming down is because you are manipulating them shorts. You shorten this motherfucker, trying to get a perception that everybody's buying into the fact that we about to have this big badass coalition. And that goes to show you how dumb your yay MAGAs are. They really believe the headlines is telling you, getting the phone hung up in your face. Oh, I don't believe that. That's fake news. If you was gonna have a coalition, they had already been over there, big homie. Like I said, I'm 56 years old. I've seen us in a couple different wars. I've seen when you put together a coalition. You ain't got to get on the damn phone and beg. Especially now when your primary tool, that US dollar, you can't hang over people's head no more. Or you better get in line or I'm going to send the military out after you. They're going to go, oh, well, please do that. Yeah, please. That's the easy victory now. Because the Iranians have showed you how to neutralize the big bad Cold War military. When he come with that, you don't want me to bring the might of the U.S. over there. They take their phone away and the whole damn room start howling. I said, what, this motherfucker think this is what, 2015? What, are people still scared? They're going to say, motherfucker, we got ships and drones too. You can't even handle Iran. Shut. They're going to hit that nigga with that Robin Harris. Shut up. Nigga. Click. I said, don't listen to me. That's your boy on the phone begging. What, you got about 7 minutes to the close here. Because you got a few people buying on the dip, little bullshit like that. But for the most part, and see, like I said, that's why the Iranians is winning this thing. The way it's just going humdrum, the markets is just kind of floating there. That's all the Saudis want, Israel wants, and Iran wants. They want it all. Just keep hovering around and monkeying around. And let's turn this. They watching that clock every second. They say, okay, what's this going to our third week? Keep it going. Keep it going. Oh, okay. Oh, they got refueling planes falling out the sky. That's all good. Good. Okay, he on the horn now begging. Let's see how that goes. Oh, they don't have as many allies as the world thought they had. Okay, keep it. The longer this keeps going, the broker the U.S. is, the more soldiers they are going to perish. And it's becoming obvious that, no, maybe you don't have as many allies as you get up there and promote. So you got certain countries out there, like I said, Russia and China going, the only reason why we have spared these motherfuckers is because we didn't want to go at it with the EU and all them. But guess what, big homie? The EU ain't even behind them. Putin saying, man, I can run up in there and half the EU ain't going to come after me. And this monkey just made me $7 billion in a week, laughing his ass off. But you got somebody on here yelling, yay, MAGA. Yay, MAGA. Oh, okay. And that's why they had to go beg Nadia Comaneci. Could they go over to Romania and do a little something? I know he looked like a damn fool. Trump signals coalition to force open Hormuz is not ready yet, and it never will be. Some are less than enthusiastic. Nigga, ain't nobody about to send their sons and daughters over there to try to preserve your funky ass dollar. For what? For what? So you can treat everybody like crap again once this is all over and done with? Man, don't make me laugh. You got about 4 minutes till it close. We'll see how this thing closes. So you got to watch how they're getting ready to manipulate this whole thing. How they're already manipulating these numbers. Because they know you're doing exactly what I'm doing. You're looking at the numbers. Because you sure the hell can't trust what they say. You notice they didn't start manipulating the numbers until their little rhetoric didn't work. Or that little, well, we're going to release all these reserves didn't work. Crooked. And he got the nerve to call Hillary crooked. Please. Scandalous, big homie. Begging for help. That's a damn shame. It's an embarrassment. You know, like I say, you look on CNN, you got more information, more stories about the damn Oscars than about what's going on. Because everybody knows. It didn't boil down to they saying, y'all, keep the ink in your pens, man. We're gonna be over there a while. So you might as well settle in and get comfortable. The last thing yay MAGA wants to hear. Like I said, I never realized how stupid some of these people are over here. This population has some of the stupidest people you ever want to meet. Like I said, who the hell gets up here in this situation and yells, yay, MAGA? And you getting your ass handed to you. Yeah, see, once again, you got a human aspect to this. White House Chief of Staff, Susie Wiles, Big Susie. They call her the most powerful woman on the planet. Has early stage breast cancer, Trump announces. Yeah. He got a whole bunch of problems he's dealing with, big homie. That's why he on that horn begging. Why in the hell, why would he say that the coalition is not ready? If that's your allies, y'all supposed to stay ready. And you ain't got to get ready. He going there. He criticizing allies who aren't helping. It's just amazing. It's amazing how they forget how they've treated so many people. And the reason why they forget is because they think it's their birthright to be able to look down their nose at people and dog people. And hold their freaking dollar over people's head. They think it's their birthright. No, it's not. is closing. Let's see. Let's see where it all. Let's see where we all wrapped up here for this Manic Monday. All right, the Dow was up 300, which is in this, when you have 46,000, that's flat. So the 10-year, they waiting on the next Fed decision. You have 4.2 there, still at 4.2. Again, oil is gonna stay at 93 till it opens up. Gold and silver fractionally down. It's like you just in a waiting game now. The big waiting game now, like I was saying earlier, he's trying to build this coalition. Let's not all laugh at the same damn time. Please, let's not all laugh at the same damn time. Fighting this war broke. That's why he wants y'all over there. Use some of your cheddar. Can we borrow some of this? Can we borrow some of your missiles? And then when it all goes pear-shaped, we'll see if them Tories had went left instead of right, or if them Italians had listened to us, we wouldn't have lost that. You know, they blame somebody else for everything. It's Biden's fault. It's Obama's fault. Now they want to be able to blame their so-called allies. That's why they want to bring them in. So they can shift blame. No. Well, we can always put it off on them. Like I said, the main reason why he's calling them allies is because he knows good and damn well he got to go in on the ground. And when Americans start seeing them body bags come home, they're going to be calling for his ass to come out of that damn strait. I don't care. Petrodollars, and I don't want to see any more Americans killed. That's what he's going to be hearing. So he says, well, you catch from London and Italy and all y'all come over here and help us fight this war. Oh, we lost a few of them, but it looks a lot better. Them flags draped over them coffins. When it's a UK flag or a Spanish flag or an Italian flag. See, we can still deal with that because they know the Americans at home watching the 6 o'clock news is gonna say, "Oh, that's a shame, darling. Oh, those poor soldiers. That's a shame." But you let it be American soldiers. Oh, he got us in another damn vid. No, he needs to come up out of there, which means he needs to take an L. And your boy knows he can never show his face on TV again when he takes this L. This war we getting ready to lose because there is no way to win it. Every day we over there, you falling right into the enemy's hands. Like I said, 3 to 4 players want this thing to get drug out as long as possible. Iran want to control that strait, neutralize them Israelis, and send you Americans back broke as hell. And hobble. Not only broke, but hobble. The U.S. want one thing. Them Iranians eliminated so we can go back to the status quo. Israel, your so-called buddies that you thought you had, they want you and them Iranians to go at it for years upon years upon years and spend trillions, billions, and trillions of dollars doing it. And then finally y'all in that damn war and they say, okay, Saudi Arabia, we run everything over here now. We gonna dictate everything. And once again, the Saudis is the one with the black gold. They want all you monkeys out of there. They'll figure out who's gonna protect them. Don't need the US, don't want to deal with Israel, and we sure the hell don't want to deal with Iran. That's why they played the US. That's why you get people on here that kept the comment earlier. They pissed off because they've been played. Because see, they want the narrative to be that they're smarter than everybody. When they got played, you in a war you can't get out of now. The only way out, you missed that opportunity. And I don't even want to call it an opportunity, was to drop a damn nuke on that place. And then that way, you got the world against you. That's why they kept telling his dumb ass not to go over there. So they tried to set Obama up to go over there. They wanted Barack the same way they was going to try to pin that financial crisis on Barack. They wanted Barack to go over there. He said, do I look like a damn fool? They tried to set him up to go ahead up with the Ruskies and the Iranians. He said, do I look like a damn fool? But see, you got some people in this country, like your Jack Daniels and your Orange Man Bad, they can't wait to drop bombs. Like at the inauguration. That motherfucker took that over. I'm whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop, and you are the president of the United States. That's why he pointed at John Roberts like magic to Worthy. I see you, big homie. Because he knew what he was getting ready to do. The damn ink wasn't even dry on the damn inauguration, and he's sending the National Guard out to these Mexicans to try to neutralize these Mexicans like that, like they controlling the damn strait. Using up good resources for that. You $100 trillion in debt over in the Middle East trying to fight this war broke, and now you look like a fool because it's drug out now and you can't afford it anymore. So now you got to bring in the less expensive item, which is U.S. troops. And you go, holy shit. How can I avoid doing that? Well, call Europe. They got troops. And the Europeans are saying, am I hearing you right, motherfucker? You want me to come over there with my military, my money, my everything, and then when this is all settled, you want everything to go back to petrodollars to you. Well, yeah. And that's why they're getting the phone hung up in their face, and that's why they got to manipulate this oil market by shorting it. And that's why you see oil at 93. Not because anything ain't got any better in that damn strait. Told you last week you're going to start seeing a boat or two trickle out of there, but you better check the flags on them boats. Because if the strait was all good, why the hell are you calling people for help? And even worse than that, I thought the war was complete. And worse than that, I thought we'd be done on the weekends. Or I thought it was going to take only one weekend. And go back even further than that, I thought you was going to take care of Putin on day one in the Ukraine. But you got some dumbasses on here that's going to yell, yay, MAGA. Like I said, if I lived in my mommy's basement, or if I was in complete denial, I'd be yelling that too. So now you're in a waiting game. And they're getting desperate because they shorten this oil market regardless of what you read or hear. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Why do you think that is? When your ass is broke and you need something, what do? Call a friend. When you about to get your ass kicked by 2 or 3 people on the street corner, what do? Call the homies. The ones you still can call. See, all the monkeying around, all the playing around, making fun of disabled reporters and all the little nicknames and blah 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 blah. See, that's all coming back to haunt your boy. That was all fun and games. That was all funny as long as the world thought, oh, the U.S., them some big bad motherfuckers right there. Oh, they bad. Look at that military. Okay, well, yeah, he making fun of people, but man, we got to step in line, man. You need to look at that military, big homie. You don't want to mess with that. That's like some big cat in the gym just cuckoo. Man, he throwing up 500 pounds like it ain't nothing. He benching that like it ain't Nathan. But like they said, big homie, you ain't bench pressing when you get into a fight. There's a whole bunch of ways little dudes can beat big dudes. And the rest of the world is saying, not so bad after all, See, he would have been better off. The dummy would have been better off going head up with the Ruskies. Nuclear weapons or not. At least the world would have said, okay, well, if they lost, at least they lost to a juggernaut. They didn't lose to a bunch of damn little drones from a country living up in the hills. This shit's embarrassing as hell. And they're giving them basically a blueprint on how to beat the U.S. So you can yay MAGA, you can yay MAGA all you want. I mean, like I said, until MAGA gives me something to yay about, please. Because the way this is going down, I don't see any way out of this. Let's say he creates a coalition. All that's doing is driving this planet deeper and deeper and deeper into World War III. People are tired of the U.S. and Israel started. They sick of it, JJ. They sick of it. That's what I'm saying. You every time I come on here, I get nothing but people telling me how sick and tired of they are of the U.S. And that's not coming. I'm not sure where JJ is from, but I would bet you dollars to donuts he's an American. I'm sick of these people. They're sick of how stupid they are. They don't want to share anything. They don't want to share none of the wealth. They don't want to share the jobs. They don't want to share anything. It's all about, we want to have all the power throughout the planet, and we want to look down at people, and we want to be able to oppress people, foreign and at home. Gonna send a bunch of National Guard out like damn a pack of wild bulls into these cities. You know, what the hell is wrong with you? When you $100 trillion in freaking debt, you should have been worrying about how to drop this damn debt. But you getting your kicks off of you raiding some damn Home Depot. And you about to lose the damn petrodollar. Say it once, I'll say it again. Michelle Obama told you, monkeys. This office ain't nothing to play with. Oh, her black ass. Who's gonna listen to her? This is America. We gave him a mandate and we can do whatever the hell he want to do. This office is nothing to play with. We had this office when you were still a damn slave. Shut up. And you see where you at now. Oh, because you didn't want to put a woman in there. Like I said, I'm not even talking about this last election. I'm talking about the first damn election. You know what? That one pisses me off more than the Kamala Harris one. Because that Kamala one, that was kind of twisted because of what happened with Sleepy Joe. They had to put her in there at the last second. And, the girl did a great job. She should have won, but, you knew they weren't going to let that happen. But it's that first one. And I'm fucking black. And I'm more bothered by the first one. I would love to have seen Kamala in there. But that was a bad spot they put her in. But that fucking first one pisses me off. And I ain't some big ass Hillary Clinton fan. I like Big Pimpin'. I like Big Pimpin' Bill Clinton. That's my nigga right there. I ain't some big Hillary fan. But she was the best person for the job. And see, they get on here talking about we're hiring on merit. The days of DEI and you getting over because of this, that, and the other. The best person should get the job in this country. Where in the hell you can sit there and tell me that he was more qualified than Hillary Clinton? And you talk, I don't know what, to this day, I still don't understand what you talking about. She was sending emails on a server and all that bullshit. That seems as trivial. And I do it every day. That seems as trivial as me throwing this damn piece of bamboo across the room. Her server and she's sending an email. Look at where you at now. And he come out with an Access Hollywood tape talking about how he can do whatever the hell he wants to women and everything else. And you still put him in there. And this country been going sideways ever since. And for some people, that wasn't good enough. Sideways, that ain't good enough. I want to take this motherfucker into the ground. Put him in there again. What I don't understand about the first one with Hillary, what the fuck are some of these motherfuckers so worried about? I mean, you have a Congress. You still have a Supreme Court. You have the three branches of government supposedly checking on each other. What do they think the girl was going to do? To this day, I do not understand what scared them so much about Hillary. Now, I can see if Hillary was running up against, like I say, I ain't no big Ronald Reagan fan or nothing like that, but the motherfucker was a great politician. Now, I could see if she was running up against a G. I'm like, okay, well, she just lost to the better cat. Why the fuck would you risk everything in this country because you're afraid to put a woman in there? I don't understand. What did they think that girl was going to do? To this day, I do not understand they thinking. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what did they think she was going to crumble under? I don't know. I don't get it. They act like she wouldn't have had a cabinet advising her or anything. Oh, I don't put her in charge, bro. And then you gonna put that cat in charge, and that's the reason why he on the horn right now. And they going click, and he goes, damn, they didn't even say goodbye. Because they're saying, you a damn idiot, and half of your population is an idiot. You know one damn language. The average reading level of this or your janky ass country is third grade. Say, motherfucker, this is Europe. We speak multiple languages over here. We intelligent people. Like I said, I've been to Eastern Europe and Western Europe. They wrap circles around here. I don't gotta wonder and speculate. No, I seen that for my own two eyes, big homie. Yes, sir. When you got half the people in this country don't even got a fucking passport. But they gonna tell you how the rest of the world is and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. Americans got a reputation for not traveling outside of America. You know why? Because outside of America, you might be accountable. Because you heard when Americans go overseas, people don't like you because you go over there with that sedity ass attitude. That's why. If you had to put him here, even if it was just one term, you wouldn't be here. And like I keep saying, to this day, I still don't understand what the hell they thought the girl was going to do. Get into the White House and, well, hell, I don't know, just nuke ourselves. I mean, what did you think? I know exactly what you thought. You thought that she might help out a few minorities. That's what you thought. You go, we had 8 years of that monkey, and now you want me to accept the fact that I may have another 8 years with some woman? Oh, no. And like I told you 2 weeks ago, you can pull it up on the previous podcast. They'll destroy this planet before they give up their power. And you're seeing it right before your very eyes. And it's happening right in front of you. Gonna give him a second chance. And see, now you may not be able to recover from it. See, that first one was, they say, oh, that was a little shaky. Oh, but we made it through COVID. We made it. We made it through the health crisis. We made it. All right, we good. Ooh, that was close. We made it. Let's give him another chance. Let's roll the dice one more time. It's just like in Vegas. Should have left that damn casino when you still had a few chips in your damn pocket. But no, you think you're going to get it all back in one roll. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I don't think so, big homie. I don't think so. So now you're in this waiting game. And see, it would have been a lot more fun to be in this waiting game with oil, at 70. Yeah, it was like, well, okay, I guess they'll figure this shit out, whatever. But no, big homie, you hovering in the 90s. I told you, at these numbers, you don't want to be going up. You don't want to be hovering. You got to bring this shit down. And that's why they're trying to manipulate that market. Because of people just like me and other podcasters and news reporters and financial experts and all that. They want the narrative out there to be, okay, well, oil's coming down. It's coming down. And they can figure out how to get their ass out of there real quick while it's still down. But they got a big problem, like I keep telling you. What turn the tables on this thing, and this is the reason why 70, 80, 90% of America don't know what the hell is going on. When they came on there and said, we are considering letting them ships out the strait who trade in Chinese yuan. People don't, dumb motherfuckers in this country have no idea. That's like a nuclear bomb getting dropped on this country, basically. You know how broke this country gonna be? Do you realize how broke this country gonna be if that happens? You'll be auctioning off all them damn destroyers and F-35s and all that. I gotta buy for this F-16, F-16 on 10 million. Y'all hear 11 million. So to the Ruski for 11 million. Oh, we got U.S. destroyer up. Oh, this is a good one. This one fought in the Gulf War. This is a nice one here. Do I hear billion? U.S. They need a billion. Do I hear billion? Oh, I got 2 billion. I got 3 billion. U.S. destroyer, right? Oh, yeah, it's got the name on the side, the USS Minnow. Oh, we got it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 10 billion. So you broke. That's a word people in the United States are not used to hearing. Well, people down in the ghettos. I mean, that's those people. They stay broke. and the Mexicans, and the people living in Compton, and those people that so-called didn't do this, that, and the other, and get an education and blah blah. Well, they're broke. They'll never be broke. I tell you what, you better hope somebody take that monkey's call. I know they got that motherfucker on caller ID. U.S. president caller. I know they're saying, like we used to say back in the day, let the answer machine pick that up. Before they had voicemail and all that shit, that loud ass, big ass tape. You had to put clap and click and hit the phone into that bitch and click, and then it come on, click. Hi, I am not here today. If you will leave me a message, I'll call you. That's what they get. Why would they help you? Your two biggest swords are turning out to be aluminum foil. They go, you've been shining that damn sword over there. You've been flashing, Bruce Lee and they say, you know what? We're going to take a chance. Go grab that sword. They're like, that damn thing folded like freaking foil. You've been fronting all these years. Gonna treat your own damn citizens worse than some of these damn people overseas. Worrying about us. Letting the wrong damn people up in here. Talking down to people. You really think people are gonna come to your rescue now? Like I say, the numbers always go down. I just can't. He's just too damn truthful. He just doesn't want to live the fairy tale like we want to live. Yeah, sure. I love the fairy tale. But I'm a realist first. I want a real fairy tale. Not this BS you spewing. I appreciate that like, big homie. I want a real fairy tale, big homie. I don't want to be part of a country that the administration is calling the damn secretary of the Treasury out of a damn interview right in the middle of the interview, and he comes back like he just saw a damn ghost, and the president, he's doing, and my son, he would love to be. I know that damn reporter was like, what in the hell? Exactly what the hell the president tell you? The hell you go back there and smoke? What's wrong with you? No, I want to be part of a country with a stable damn government. Not one that's manipulating the oil markets. Trying to short it. Trying to change the damn perception when you know good and damn well that strait is completely tied up. And then they want to get on here and go, well, you don't want to go down with the ship? No. I want him to bring his ass up out of there, lose the midterms, impeach his ass, and maybe we can get somebody in there that know what the hell they doing and scrap this whole administration. Get some people in there that know what the hell they doing, want to bring world peace, put some damn money in my damn pocket, and make it to where I can leave and go out and enjoy time with my family without having to go, oh shit, he looked like he from the middle. Whoa, who is that over there clamoring? I don't know about him. Ain't no way to damn live. But see, if you scroll up 4 or 5 comments up, the downfall of this country is going to be that idiot that put yay MAGA. And that's the reason why this damn country is so damn divided, because you got fools out there that believe all this BS. And what half this population is saying, you can believe whatever you want. Don't take us down with you. Like I keep saying, that's why I keep saying this gonna get ugly. because you are fighting a war over there and over here. This war is completely unpopular. This country is completely divided. And you want to know what's going to make it more divided? The broker we become. The broker we become, the more divided we're going to become. And your boy got you set up to be broke as hell. Reason why they don't start cutting them interest rates. Anything. And we'll do anything. We'll ruin the US dollar. Just put some money in their pocket to shut them up. Just like the health crisis. They didn't know what the hell they was doing. They didn't know which way this whole thing was going to go. So that's why they started giving everybody and their mama cheddar. Oh, you're a gardener. Yeah, you get some money. Oh, you gig work. You get some money. Just. Here's a pacifier. Like you give a little baby a pacifier. And you notice when they was giving away all that cheddar, everything was fairly cool. Everybody's like, well, as long as I can just stay safe, don't get sick. They sending money by the thousands through unemployment and whatnot. And as soon as that dried up, this country went to hell and ain't recovered since. We're having all these tariffs. Well, we're gonna bring all the manufacturing back here. Let's not all laugh at the same damn time. You're gonna bring all this so-called manufacturing and production back here. You're gonna stop the war in Ukraine on day one. Remember, Apple just committed $1 trillion to a fact. Well, how come you hear nothing about that? You hear nothing about none of this. You done pissed off the Canadians. They won't vacation here. Yeah, I'm experiencing that loss personally. You look at all the stuff he done in the last year, and we here now. Remember, he was gonna send you a portion of the tariff money. We're gonna send everybody a couple grand and whoop-de-whoop. I ain't seen Nathan. How the hell? That's like me being completely damn broke and in total debt. And I'm on here talking about, y'all don't just wait. I'm gonna send everybody a little cheddar. Everybody tune into the podcast, I'm gonna send you whoop-de-whoop. Nigga, you broke as they come. How you gonna send anybody anything? You need to keep that money and get your ass in gear. But you got some Yay MAGA supporters out there. He says he's gonna send us some money. This president's awesome. He's bringing all the manufacturing back. He brought Elon in to cut it all up, get rid of all the waste and fraud. Yeah. What Elon did was cut half the departments you need now. Damn pilots flying over places getting ready to drop bombs. They go, now, is there a school there or not? Because this intel is dated from 1982. Now, the only way this is going to be accurate if nothing has changed since 1982. Now, you show me a place on damn Earth that ain't changed since 1982. Hell, you can take me to the depths of Antarctica and you still going to see a change. The hell with it. Drop it anyway. And it's just some of them kids. It ain't our kids. And then you want to get on the phone and go, can you help us? You know, say as heartless and ruthless as you are. You think I'm gonna send my sons and daughters over there? If they saying if we go over there, we going over there on our terms, big homie. So that's why you got the market more or less hovering now. What does this thing say? Somehow I got cut off. That's why you got the markets hovering now. because everybody trying to wait and see where this thing is going to wind. This so-called coalition. Who's coming out the straight? Who's not going to be coming out the straight? And it's all going to funnel back down to that paper. So that's all I can tell you, Vic, homie. You on a day by day little situation here. See, you got to watch this thing day by day, pretty much hour by hour, minute by minute, because you just don't know, man. Because now they're desperate. So anything will come out of their mouth. They'll try anything now. They don't care about your 401k. They don't care about your sons and daughters. All they care about is trying to save that old system. And if you benefit from it, great. If you don't, sucks for you. And that's just the truth of the matter. That ain't no damn anti-American, and that ain't none of that. That's just the truth of the matter. But no matter how it plays out, this country is learning a valuable lesson. They're learning two valuable lessons. The first one, just like they teach your monkey ass when you 3 years old, you better be nice to everybody. I don't care where you from, how much money you think you got, blah, blah, blah. You better be nice to everybody, because you never know when you might need somebody. And that the second big lesson that this country, I'm sure, has learned, man, stop so-called flexing your little military muscle. Nobody's scared of that no more. You're getting your ass kicked by a $20,000 drone. Shit's embarrassing. They say that in some of them anti-drone systems, millions of dollars every time they shoot one of them things down. And they say some of them things ain't even real. You spending millions of dollars to shoot down something that costs $50. And you so-called supposed to be smarter than everybody and militarily superior. Fools. So what do you do when a fool calls you for help? You do one or two things. You either don't take his call or you keep that call damn short. Because what can he do for you? And that's exactly what these so-called allies is saying. You got a fool on the line. That fool is back on line 3. He go begging again. And I think a lot of countries is just taking his call just to get just to hear that humility in his voice. They said, man, I've been waiting on this moment for a long ass time. But you got people that want you to get on here and go, man, oh, we got it. We got this. We got this. We got this, big homie. Oh, yeah, this our war, big homie. We got this. Now let's all be friends. Let's all be in this together now. That's what they want out of you. And if you want to follow them into the abyss, then you're anti-American. Yeah, right. So again, like I said, I've been saying all day, and I'll say again, ain't no loyalty amongst thieves. Now they forced into this ground war. That's bad, man. That's really, really bad. Because they can't come home. They cannot come home. They got to stay over there until they figure out a way to keep some sort of money coming out of that country. They got to work out something with the GCC to where they can still get paid something. Because they know good and damn well they'll never get 100% of that money again. Ever. The people you better watch is these so-called MAGA-ass people. Because, see, they flying by the seat of their pants. They got a completely different motivation than the average person walking the street. The average person walking the street just want to be able to pay their damn bills and be safe. But no, that ain't good enough for them. They want to be able to pay their bills, have 1,000 times more money than everybody else, and then be able to dog the different groups throughout the planet that they want to dog. See, that's what they want. And if they don't get that, then hell, what's the use of waking up in the morning? What's the use of living? That's the way they look at it. That's why I keep saying, you're going to have problems. You already got problems in the Middle East. I'm praying and hoping I'm wrong, but you're going to have all kind of drama over here the longer this thing goes on, because you have some really, really unintelligent people. Let me check this chat. You have some really, really unintelligent people that have very, very unintelligent motivations. You got some people out there that's down in the dumps that they don't turn on the TV every day, and the damn National Guard ain't waiting outside of a Home Depot. You know, I mean, it even pisses me off to even think about that. Because like I said, you look at the situation we're in now. The Mexicans should be the furthest thing from your damn mind. They outside of a Home Depot waiting for somebody to pick them up so they can go get a little job so they can feed their damn family for the night. And you just, oh God, they're taking all of my resources. And your resources was taken when your dumb ass went $100 trillion in debt. That's who the hell you should have been sending the National Guard on. Whatever idiot got you in that setup, Orange Man bad. Like I said, they don't care. They don't care because they got that eject button, see. They say we can hit eject at any time. Anytime we're not the dominant force on the planet, let's just, you know how it is when you was a kid and you playing Monopoly and your ass, your opponent has got 3/4 of the damn board and you know it's over and you just turn the table over and say, I quit. And see, that's what I don't want to be a part of. Because I'm not ready to quit nothing. Just because things ain't going your way, you're not going to destroy the planet and destroy the country for everybody else. No, I don't think so. And see, that's what they don't like about a Democrat being in there. See, they like Republicans because they feel like, well, a Republican, he'll blow up the world before we have to give up our power. That's the kind of person I want. No. You want somebody that's going to go in there, give a little, take a little. Keep everybody safe, keep everybody's cheddar good. But no, they don't want that. It's all or nothing. So we can have our foot on the back of your damn neck. I said yesterday, this country is built on fraud. I can look outside this window. You see that aha and that Pohoihoi lava rock out there, the foundation. This is where all that's built on. The country's built on fraud. It's built on slavery. It's built on lies. It's built on backstabbing. And then they create this propaganda machine that tells you, teach these damn kids in school from day one, you in the greatest country in the world, and you better go to school, get a job, and listen to your superiors. That's going to be the brainwashing that we're going to do to everybody. That's why they're trying to get rid of, I forgot the formal name, he's so damn silly, that damn DeSantis down in Florida, where they don't want to teach about slavery and stuff like that in schools, which is the dumbest thing I ever heard. Now you're going to get in there and teach U.S. history, but not that part. Because that messes up the brainwashing. Don't tell them that. You tell them they're in the greatest country in the world, and a certain group of people in this country has more brain power than everybody else, and that's why we have everything. And we have the greatest military on the planet. Don't never tell them that we ain't never been in a real fight. No, you keep flashing them pictures of that Iraq war and the war in the Persian Gulf. Don't you dare put up no damn pictures of Vietnam. Don't you dare do that. Don't you dare to teach them about the word asymmetric. You teach them that. You show them these big ass destroyers and this F-35, this F-16, this F-19. So they get the perception they so-called in the baddest, safest place on the planet. And we can keep that little system going as long as we never got to step into the ring with somebody who's real. Well, you just did, big homie. And I don't know about what hood you from, but where I'm from, if you're the baddest cat on the block, you don't need no help. That's why they call you the baddest motherfucker on the block. Don't fuck with him. That fool kill you. Don't mess with them. Don't go down that street. Don't do that. Don't do this. Why? What they gonna do? Well, I can tell you what they ain't gonna do. They ain't gonna call their buddies to come and attack your ass. That's for sure. They're gonna handle it themselves. On the phone like a buster asking for help. After you said the war was over. So like I said, you go right ahead. You keep yelling, yay, MAGA. Like I said, I don't know who the hell that was. I can only speculate. One of the homies didn't think he was that young. I'm not sure. But all I can tell you is you still have a subset of people out there. You got a whole lot of people in this country that's in denial. They think that damn, but like they say, hell, look at the Nazi party. You still got some people out there to this day that want to bring that shit back. So you got some people that think, oh, MAGA gonna be here till the damn ship sinks all the way. All I can do is tell you this. I appreciate that like, big homie. All I can do is tell you this. You let that oil keep going up. You keep getting into this long drug out war. And like I said, your boy really exposed himself begging. Because now, like I said, it's just like some cat on the street corner getting ready to get his ass kicked. Oh, you gonna jump me? You gonna jump? Nigga, let me call the homie. What's up, homie? I'm in a problem. Oh, I got a little problem here. Oh, you need me to call you back? Oh, okay, man, I'll call you back. Click. What's up, big homie? I got a little problem over here. Oh, you at work? Oh, you can't really come. This so-called coalition, it better be bigger than fucking Romania. I know that. Shit, Nadia Comaneci, this ain't the 76 games, motherfucker. We already saw Nadia. No, you better come stronger than Nadia Comaneci. I know that. You can't show up to that street corner with a bunch of hood fools getting ready to whoop your ass, and you got some chick that shows up. Well, I'm gonna call the police. This motherfucker ain't even worth fighting, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Because you done dogged all your so-called friends, and when you need them, coming to your damn rescue. I said, come to your rescue. They really think that these allies is going to go over there, get their sons and daughters killed, so the GCC can continue to put money into this country. That's the kind of person you put up in there. Like I said the other day, I have no idea what kind of president Kamala would have been. You wouldn't be here. She wouldn't be that damn dumb. On her worst fucking day, she wouldn't have been that damn dumb. The same way she wouldn't have been so damn dumb to let the KGB inside the beast. I said it once and I'll say it again for the people that haven't heard it. She'd have looked that Ruski up and down and said, nigga, I don't know how you get into the meeting. You better call your ass up. You better download one of these ride sharing apps. You better call Uber or Lyft. You might get there, but you ain't getting there in this. Charlie's Taxi's around the corner. Where in the hell she would have let that monkey inside the beast? And not only did he let Vladimir inside of it with the red carpet, they turned that corner, that monkey said, laughed. And you know Russians, it take a lot for them to smile. Laughed his ass. Because he said, when he got in there, I know his mind started turning. He said, man, they're gonna be watching this moment 500 years from now. I gotta do something. I gotta make it memorable. And he turned that corner and he went hood on them. Niggas! You think I'm lying? Pull up the tape. Kamala on her worst damn day would have looked that nigga up and down and said, shit. I don't think so, big homie. I don't think so. Not here. So maybe the next time around, which is coming up in about, I don't know, whether 6-7 months now in the midterms, maybe that'll be the first time everybody says, okay, it's time to stop fucking around here. That was cute. No, our military is not strong as that they portray. Okay, maybe we can fix that. Okay, we got this twisted, that twisted. Okay, everybody makes mistakes out there in life. Let's try to get this country back to where we G's again. You think that's what people would say? Get rid of all these damn MAGA. Get rid of all these Republicans. No. Do not let them control Congress, all both chambers and all. No, it's bad enough. It's bad enough. You put him in there twice, and the Supreme Court is all damn Republican. That's bad enough because they get to serve, which they need to change these damn rules. But they get to serve until they freaking turn the freaking sand in the ground, which is silly. So it's gonna be hard to get to the court, but you better get to that. You better change what's going on in Congress and stop giving him an opportunity to do whatever the hell he want to do. Your so-called mandate. So I don't give a damn who the Dems put in there in 2028. As long as he or she got their damn head on straight. Like I said, I ain't got no problem at all voting for a woman. At all. You all these blokes we've been putting in there, you see where you at. On the brink of absolute destruction. Militarily and economically. I don't give a damn who you put in there. And I'm a realist. I do understand that you're going to alternate parties. I understand they ain't going to always be Democrat. Okay, you put a Republican in there, man, okay. As long as the cat got his damn head on straight at this point and worry about the well-being of this fucking country instead of saying, all right, we back in power. What minority group can we oppress? You better worry about putting some motherfucking money in people's pocket and keeping them safe from, like I was saying yesterday. That's why I just shake my head, man. You was better off just flexing the military. At least we had that going. At least we had the psychological over the world. Now we ain't got that. They going, I mean, what would you say if you was the enemy? If they can't handle themselves over in the strait, they probably can't even handle themselves on their own damn territory. Let's mount up, big homie. Let's go. And that affects you and I. Our families. They're not going to be scrambling for looking for a job or wondering, hell, how come I ain't had a tour booked in 6 months and gas is $20 a damn gallon? No. They got their money. I keep telling y'all that. That's why you get a fool. That's why it really, really gets under my skin when you get some fool on here going, yay, MAGA. And he probably ain't got 2 nickels to rub together. And he's supporting some cat that got more money than he can spend in 55 lifetimes. Because believe you me, like I said, I lived through 2008. And when them finances start dwindling down, now you can throw race and a religion, you can throw all that out of the window. When this market start turning, it's here to eat everything in its path. It's like the goddamn storm we just had blowing through here like hell. Didn't give a damn. We give a damn who owned what property around here. I'm here to do destruction. Give a damn about your political views, how much money you got in the bank, or nothing. I mean, you really think somebody come up over in this country, invading this country, you think they're going to give a damn? You think they're going to say, okay, well, show me your bank balance and we'll spare you? Hell no. They're going to say, well, you don't look like one of us, so you must be one of them. And that's the reason why the same way he got problems with people picking up the phone, taking his call right now, is the same way he's going to have problems over here when it's like, all right, you guys, we all need to defend the country now. And it'd be different if people have faith in the fact that, okay, well, if we all stick together and we win this thing and we save this country, all right, we all going to benefit. We all going to benefit. That's the damn rah-rah speech you need to give. But like I told you 2-3 hours ago, like my parents used to tell me, people are not stupid. Jason, don't form your, like my mother would say, don't form your lips to tell that lie. People ain't stupid. They know good and damn well. We all so-called stick together. You got the brothers, the Mexicans, everybody. We got the Asians, we got everybody. We're gonna defend the homeland. All right, we got them, y'all. We got them. They asked, went back to Russia. They asked, went back to China or wherever, Iran. They gone. We won. Okay, thank you. You take your broke ass back to the ghetto. Oh yeah. I'll be patrolling your neighborhood again here real soon, trying to stop and frisk you for nothing. No, that was yeah. Okay, you helped us out in the Iran war. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. That was ancient fucking history. Oh, what do you mean? You wanna be able to go to school with us and live in our neighborhoods? Well, we was just big homies during the big conflict. Oh, that was then. This is now. Because that's the perception you give people. That you so-called smarter than everybody and you got more money than everybody. If the reason why you have more money than everybody is because you're smarter than everybody and you work harder than everybody. You need to stop all that damn rhetoric. Because believe you me, big homie, and I ain't never served a day in the damn military. I appreciate that like, big homie. I ain't never served a day in the military in my life, but I got common sense. Because believe you me, you're going to need every damn pulse in this country to help out what's coming here. What I believe is getting ready to come here. Like I said, you got the heavyweight champ on the ropes. Cosell is saying, oh, he's staggering now. Oh, he's staggering now. And the whole arena is they're waiting for the right cross. The whole planet right now is waiting for that right cross. Like I said, Netflix and Hulu, and they can't keep subscribing. They dumping this, like they getting rid of this like the damn plague. Everybody wants to see that knockout punch. Just like that bully at your school and in your neighborhood that finally got his one day. That's the one everybody's waiting to see. So you better try to figure out how this country can stick together so that right cross don't come. And that's why your boy can't get nobody on that horn to help him. Like I said once, I'll say it a million times, man. Hell yeah, I'm worried. Like I said, my business flourishes in good times. I'm in the tourism industry. I want to see good times. I want to see peaceful times, regardless of what you think about me. Who we got? That's a long one, man. All the likes and comments. He speaks his mind, full of common sense, much needed in the world today. Thank you, big homie. I don't see your name, and I don't want to touch the thing because I get it all messed up. But whoever that is, man, shout out to you. I appreciate you, man. I'm just trying to, man, the bad part about all this, G, and it almost brings tears to your eyes, man. Because it don't even have to be like this. I could see if it had to be like this. Like, well, that's just the way it got, like that storm. That's just nature, big homie. That has to happen. There is a benefit there that either I will see later or nature will tell you that has to happen. This doesn't even have to happen, man. Let me push it up to make sure. Hold on, let me get the big homie. That's Yasmin. That's Yasmin. I don't want to push it up too much. Yeah, thank you for that comment. Yeah, man, it ain't even got to be like this, man. It ain't even got to be like this. And I think that is the saddest part about this whole thing. It ain't even got to be like this, man. We killing the goose that laid the golden egg. Our ancestors tossing and turning and rolling over in their grave. They say, you dumb motherfuckers had the smartest, y'all had the biggest, baddest, richest country on the planet, and you done fucked it off. You know what they're gonna start calling us? Prince Andrew. And you can relate to that from the UK. This motherfucker born a prince, and he gonna fuck it off messing with some monkey named Epstein. To me, that is just, you a prince. You should be able to get any chick you want out there. I mean, you should legally be able to get any woman you want out there. And you gonna fly you gonna fly your dumb ass all the way across the pond and go monkey around with some idiot named Epstein and fuck it all off. I appreciate that, like, big homie. And fuck it all off. Took my nigga out of Royal Lodge and everything. Charles said, you got to come out there, big homie. You got to come out of Royal Lodge, big. Oh, man. You got to come up out of there, big homie. That's what they're gonna call. That's what they're gonna nickname this country. You're gonna look up 1,000 years from now. Where are you traveling to? I'm going over to Prince Andrew. Oh, that's a hell of a country. You know how they got that name? No, I really don't. Well, the chat bot being took over by then. Well, let me explain it to y'all here. These stupid motherfuckers had everything. Every damn thing. And they put some monkey in there named Donald J. Trump, and they had Casper the Friendly Ghost as the Secretary of Treasury, and they had some monkey named Jack Daniels as the damn the Secretary of Defense. Never call you Secretary of War. Secretary of Defense. And they went around the world monkeying around thinking that this could never end. The same way they had this old prince that could have had any damn woman he wanted on the planet because he was a prince, and he went around, he jumped upon monkeying around with some idiot named Epstein, and now they took his ass out of Royal Lodge. So that's the reason why you traveling to a place called Prince Andrew instead of America. And on that note, let me get my monkey ass up out of here. Y'all hit that like button. I got a tour tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. I'm gonna try to come on, but we got a tour tomorrow. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that follow button and hit that notification button. If you want to support the channel, I left the link in the description. I would really appreciate it. Aloha and mahalo.